Oh dear. Right. We have some problems at Casa del Schlong because I come back here. We've got a leak, and also the sauna, the ceiling of the sauna, I'll show you, has sort of collapsed. Oh god. So we have a leak up there. Look, this is good. Oh my goodness, I need to get this going. First problem, there is a leak. Quite a big leak, actually, to be honest, coming from there. And also, if you look here for the sauna, we must have had a lot of rain over the last couple of days, but that is all completely collapsed there. So, yeah, that's, to be honest, that's a bit of a problem. So, I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to fix that. But, yeah, there's just basically fucking shit everywhere in there. So, yeah, we got people arriving in about 5 days. So, yeah, it's a bit of a priority. Everywhere is just a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a shithole. And I don't have Mrs. Velvet to help at the moment, unfortunately. So, couldn't have happened to a worse person. Give me one reason why I'm the worst person in the world, Emily. Just one. Come on. Can you give me one reason? Have I hurt anyone? Have I ever abused anyone? Lying about domestic violence. Who lied about domestic violence? What's going on with the face? Who lied about domestic violence? I mean, that's just a straight up lie. Why are you actually saying that shit? That's weird. Fuck, I thought that was the built-in man. What's gone on with the face? Anyway, where's she gone? She was saying that I couldn't have happened to a worse person. I've asked her, give me just a single reason that, what makes me the worst person. Anyway, she disappeared. We've had one person talk about domestic violence. Never done that. Anyway, because I'm an arrogant pom. Right, okay. I'm arrogant, okay. That's so bad, isn't it? Is it arrogance, or is it actually somebody just, basically showing off? I know people get butthurt about other people who have actually achieved more than them in life, but that doesn't necessarily make you arrogant. It just makes you better. It's as simple as that. So, yeah, you're just jealous people who don't like the fact that I'm better than them. Basically, I'm richer and I've done better in life than them. That's just a fact, So anyway, just to rub the salt in your smelly little wounds. Here we go. Look, the golf simulator. I'm sure you've got one of those. Oh, I'm sure you've got one of those. Anyway, we are now putting all the electric stuff here. We've got the golf mat in, but I'm not massively happy with it. There are some bubbles underneath it, so they're going to have to be fixed. But yeah, basically today's going to be an exciting day because we're going to get all of the furniture in, all of the electronics sorted. But the main issue for me at the moment is getting those leaks fixed, because that's actually quite an annoying leak. Better than who? Better than you, Emily, at the end of the day. Simple as that. You're just butthurt. Come on here trying to troll. Little jealous, smelly people with zero grip. Trying to give it the big beans on the internet. Sorry about that. But cry harder. Boo-hoo. Not my fault. Anyway. These are millionaire problems. I've got a problem with my sauna, and I've got a problem with my luxury wine spa roof. The main issue is the fact you lied about being beaten up. Luxury wine spa roof. The main issue is the fact you lied about being beaten up. Is the fact you lied about being beaten up. Do I... to actually believe it, do you know what I mean? And I think that I can sort of understand it now, because you obviously believed it, and I punked you essentially, and you're a little bit salty about it. It's not my fault. Did I get my smokes last night? No, I didn't. I didn't. So yeah, I desperately needed some of those. But yeah, I've got so much fucking shit to do now. But I can't do anything until I get some numbers off Mrs. Velvet to get them to come down and fix this. Quite annoying. Strange how the cuts and bruises have gone. It's very strange, isn't it? I might have a filter on. Who knows? I like to keep people in suspense. But yeah, I mean, it's... bruises gone. You're blaming people for believing it. Well, my acting must be very good at the end of the day. But yeah, I just thought, fuck it. I woke up and I thought, right, what can I do to get maximum attention? Because that's what being a social media superstar is all about, really, isn't it? I thought, well, why don't I stage a break-in? And yeah, some people fell for it. So that's really, where's my wife? That's a good question. I actually don't know where she is. But there were some people out there saying that I've been kicked out of my house. Well, where am I now? I'm here. Strange that, isn't it? How's the simulator getting on? Yeah, it's doing well. I just showed it out there, but I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for some numbers because I've got more pressing issues at the moment. I've got basically 5 days to fix leaks and the collapsed ceiling of my sauna. And the gardener's supposed to be coming today as well. They said they were coming today, but anyway, they've not come. Very bad acting. It wasn't that. It must have been. It can't have been that bad if so many people fell for it. But yeah, even the little Mickey Mouse Scouse was giving it the big beans, wasn't he? The best thing was when I was saying, "Oh, keep my name out of your mouth. Stop using me for views." He gets no views. What's wrong with him? Do you know what I mean? Why would I use him for views? That is ridiculous. It's funny because the only video, when he mentions me, that's the only time he gets, more than fucking 10,000 views. Do you know what I mean? So it's actually the other way round. Guy's a wind-up merchant and gets paid for it. I don't get paid for it. That's the thing. I literally I'm not on the Creator Fund on this account. If I wanted to get paid for it, I'd post on my other account where I get paid, but I don't need the money. I just like fucking winding people up. It's as simple as that. And I just, as someone said there, I just don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? I just don't care about anyone or anything. People who I don't know off the internet getting butthurt about me making fucking silly videos. Am I supposed to be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Is Mai back home now? No, she's not. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to do about that situation at the moment. Yeah, I actually really need her help. I think, this is one of the things when you're, you begin to realise, you start appreciating things, don't you? Now you're supposed to get off the internet. Yeah, I really need someone. I actually don't really want to be here at the moment, but I'm waiting for a number for someone to come down and fix the leak. Oh, I just want to go back to my second house. How am I? Grass isn't greener, Johnny boy. I don't know. At the end of the day, if you stop getting on with someone, then it's just like, well, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? There's just no point. But we'll see. Savannah is with her, yeah. But we'll figure it out. Savannah's with her, yeah. But we'll figure it out. At the moment, with her, yeah. Out. At the moment, I need to. Fixing problems, leaks. I've got a leaky ring piece as well. Oh, my stomach this morning. Where's the bruises? I've hidden them. I've got some sort of makeup on at the moment. It's done very well at hiding them. I'm going through the same myself. It's hard though. Hope you sort something. Short be sorted. Oh my goodness me, I'm absolutely frazzled. Am I single? No, I'm not single, no. To be honest, I don't really, women actually, you have to, do they bring much of a sort of benefit, really? Is my life made better or worse? I don't know. Yeah, my life would be far less complicated if I just spent my entire life by myself in a room with no windows. Is this me coming out? No, not coming out. I just... You actually fooled me this time, thank you. Well, that's the plan, isn't it? Anyway, there's going to be maybe some more videos tomorrow. I'm just building the suspense at the moment because there's lots of people out there waiting for me to update them. Anyway, there's 230 people who are now in the inside club. 1 second, I've just got to check my line, see if Mrs. Velvet's messaged me back. 130 people who are now in the inside club. 1 second, I've just got to check my line, see if Mrs. Velvet's messaged me back. 1 second, I'll to people who are now in the inside. Mrs. Velvet's messaged me back. 1 second, Mrs. Velvet's messaged me back. 1 second, Mrs. Velvet's messaged me back. 1 second, I'll come back in a minute. Right, that's good news. Somebody is coming round at 4 o'clock to take a look at it. Actually, I might need to reply to 4 o'clock to take a look at it. Actually, I might need to reply to her to take a look at it. Actually, I might need to reply to her. Just give me 1 second. Sorry. Is the whole car thing a joke? No, I wish it was. The whole car thing is definitely not a joke. No. That's actually really annoyed me because I still haven't had a reply from the previous garage. Do you know what I mean? Not over. And I also posted a letter with all of the documents. It was about 150 pages showing everything of the state the car was in when I got it back. And that was delivered. That was signed for the other day. So... not replied. So basically, if I don't get a reply by Monday, what I have to do, if I don't get a reply by Monday, what I have to file a complaint with the OCPD, which is the, it's kind of like the Thai business people. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to file and I hate saying this because people say, oh, all you ever do is sue people, but I've got no choice. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I have spent thousands of pounds on things I didn't need, I didn't want, and my car is now, in the worst condition of its life. So I've got to, unfortunately, I've got mountains of evidence about this, which is good, but it's just a ball ache that I really don't want to have to deal with when this can all be settled so easily and more simply by just, all I want is them to fix the problems that they've created, and I was willing to accept a bit of a loss on buying the new clutch and the new flywheel and all those really expensive parts I didn't need, just for them to fix the oil leak and fucking, fixing the clutch. So it's a miracle. Where's my wife? I've spoken to her, so yeah, she's fine. We're okay. I don't really understand. We are just having some time apart. It's quite normal. You know, when you're in a relationship with someone for such a long time, to have just a week apart, you know, it's not like a fucking, you know, it's not like a major big deal. I've seen him in comparison now. Here's hello again. That healed quickly, it did. They were taking a piss, that's why you were their reliable monthly paycheck. Well, I don't know, you know. It's just fucking frustrating. You know, I've 7 months I haven't had my car, and you'd think if your car has been with someone for 7 months, they've taken it apart, they've taken the engine out, you'd think that it would come back in perfect condition, you know, and it wasn't. It was in the worst condition of its life after 7 months, and that's the most annoying thing. After great expense, you know, my car was fucked. You know, it literally arrived in the new garage with white smoke coming out the back of it and fucking, you know, dripping oil. I don't see why you get hate. I think you're ace. Thank you very much. When am I seeing David CR? I think he's going to stay down in Pattaya, so I don't think it's going to be this weekend, to be honest with you, because we got people checking in on Wednesday. The house is currently in the process of being cleaned top to bottom. I've got leaks I need to fix. I've got a sauna I need to fix, and I've got the golf simulator room that I've got to hang around for now. That's actually starting to look quite good now. They're putting the electrics in at the moment. I get hate quite simply because there are a lot of salty, jealous people out there. It's as simple as that, you know. Or they are a potion drinker, and for whatever reason, they aspire to be the patron saint of King Edward Potato Faces, and they don't like the fact that I sued him. They don't like the fact that he's no longer in the country. So they take their anger out of me. You know, that's basically it. That's what it boils down to. It boils down always to jealousy. They are jealous of me. They're jealous of my bird's minge. They're jealous of my golf simulator. They don't have a TV on wheels. I mean, just look. I'm counting the TVs here. 1, 2, 3, 5 TVs. That's why they don't like me, because they're little jealous saddos. It's quite simple. I'm alive, thank you. I'm doing okay. I'm jealous of the sofa. Yeah, there you go. I'm blending into it. Do you know what I mean? You can barely see me. I wish you wouldn't give them airtime. Don't lower your standards, I know. But I mean, my channel was built off the fact that I responded to plebs, essentially. And people like seeing me sort of roast plebeians. How did you and David CR meet? We met at Callan Bowles' brother's wedding. So I was very kindly invited there. That's where I met him. And there was me, him, there was Big Pappy, there was Callan Bowl, there was a little snowflake who I won't mention, who accused me of being a racist. Absolute lemming. And there was Jordan, Sando. There was quite a decent group of us. Unfortunately, there was one very sad person who shouldn't have really been there, to be fair, who basically took advantage of my good nature for 5 days, and then as soon as he left, started blasting me online, calling me a racist. So unbelievably boring. Another farce that you call your life. I know. You're not going to answer the question. What was your question? I love your Nerf gun. There you go. I've got a Nerf gun war. These look more green. I don't know. I've got blue eyes. Do you have 5 eyes to watch those TVs? No, I always have the big one. And then Savannah or Mrs. Velvet would watch something on the smaller one. To be honest, we don't actually watch that much TV, to be fair. Right, 1 second. I just got to check the. I've just got to check my message from Mrs. Velvet to see. Right, 1 second. I just got to check the. I've just got to check my message from Mrs. Velvet to see what exactly who's coming, because I hope it's the sauna people. What exactly who's coming? Because I hope it's the sauna people today. No, she's not replied. Do you want to see the golf room? Let's have a look. It's actually looking good. I need to go and eat some food, so I think I'm probably going to go and then come back. But, yeah, I'm currently... It is a major renovation now at the moment, because I've been staying here for such a long time. And oh, excuse me. All right, come and have a look here. So, somebody's eating smelly food. So, yeah, we're putting in the. That's going to be the computer stuff and the sound system. Here is the golf mat here. I've had to do it slightly off centre because that wall comes out and then the club hits the wall. So you can see the floor is in. We've got... It's actually looking good. So we're going to have the wall lamps going up around the wall. We've got the trophy cabinet going over there. This is quite cool. Right. Keep the heat in. Or keep the heat out. I don't know what they're eating here. They've eaten some sort of fish-based sauce. How did my bruises heal so quickly? I've got a filter on. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, so basically today, this is all going to be... The furniture is going to be going in today. Oh. Who is this irritant in here who keeps saying answer the question when you're not actually asking me a question? Why don't you repeat your question? What is your question? You're so annoying. What? Just tell me the question, I'll answer it now. Don't keep saying answer the question. I'm not going to scroll back up 5 minutes to find some fucking predictably boring question from you. What is the question? You know, I had someone doing that the other day. They said, answer the question. And I scrolled up and they didn't actually ask me a question. So I was scrolling for 2 minutes. So I'm not going to fall for that trick again. Anyway, it's just annoying. Thought Hugo hit me. No, if he did, that would not leave a mark, that's for sure. Yes, so if you're putting a smelly comment, TikTok will probably filter it and then I won't see it. I don't have control over that, so... Morning, Johnny. What are you having done at your property? I've just arrived, so I am trying to fix the sauna. I've got a leak in the roof and I've soiled myself, so that's basically it. I've got to wait for those two things to be fixed. We've had a lot of rain recently, so the rain has got into a pocket of the sauna roof and it's all collapsed, which is great. Invite me in the box and I will ask you. No, bore off. I tell you what, you're literally on the edge of just being blocked because you're absolutely irritating. Okay? In fact, you know what? I'm just going to block you because you're actually annoying me now. This Mooncat. Who the hell are these people? They're being so annoying. Go away. Mute. Not in the mood for that today. There's a fake profile of yours messaging me about trading guessing. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. There's nothing I can do. Do I know Sam Pepper? Yeah, he messaged me a while ago. He wanted to do some sort of collaboration. And anyway, I put a vote out there. And apparently he's not very well liked. So it was overwhelming that people said that I shouldn't do anything with him. But I remember him from the old Big Brother days. But I don't know. I mean, he seems pretty harmless to me, to be fair. But he's definitely fallen off, hasn't he? Yeah, I was a little hype believing it was actually Johnny. Have I considered rehab? No. Why would I need rehab? Have you considered not worrying about people who you've never met on the internet? Do you know what I mean? Why don't you worry about yourself? Why, It's not of your concern, is it? How many units of alcohol I have a week? And there are plenty of people out there, the vast majority of which I think actually probably drink more than me. I drink probably twice a week, maybe 3 times at a push. Once, twice or 3 times. I'm not drinking today, I won't drink tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Friday night, God forbid I have a drink. Deary me. Call the police. Your face cleared up quickly. I've got a filter on, you can't see it. So I take it you didn't get assaulted then. Who knows? Anyway, stay tuned. getting rage baited. I like for the people who've just joined. Okay, sometimes I get bored on the internet, and I create sort of controversial moments to get lots of views and lots of attention, because I'm desperate for the attention. That's why sometimes they may involve creating videos of me being beaten up, and that's all part of the fun, isn't it? So anyway, we're going to have more updates on that today. So the people joining me now are part of a small select club. My guy's out here with half of TikTok on strings. Well, I enjoy it. I enjoy winding people up. And, what about victims of real violent crimes? I don't give a fuck. It's not my problem, is it? Why would I care? Do you know what I mean? So, it's like saying, oh, well, you shouldn't have a McDonald's because there are obese people out there in the world. It's not my problem, is it? Do you know what I mean? I don't care, Literally, did I ever train Muay Thai? No. I do boxing. I know how to box. I'm okay at boxing. I broke my hand in several places. No, Johnny, that's wrong. Why is it wrong? Why is it wrong? Did I show any violent assault? Did I show anything? I showed some fucking bruises. Get over it. Do you know what I mean? It's absolute. If you're that butthurt about somebody making a fucking joke skit because somewhere out there in the world has been beaten up, then you need to get a grip on life, on your life. Give your head a wobble. Then you need to get a grip on life, on your life. Give your head a wobble. Under fear and threats. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Look. I don't care. I literally don't care. You can't please everyone. I've done lots of videos on the internet. In fact, this is the second time where I've claimed to be assaulted. I made a video where I pretended to be in a Thai jail. So is that bad? Am I taking the piss out of people who are in jail? What other videos have I done? I've done, I pretended that there was a ghost in my ceiling. Do you know what I mean? Can I not do that in case of it might be offensive to people who have been, ravaged by a poltergeist? I mean, do me a favour. Hugo up the back passage. You know what? There's worse people on here pretending they have cancer. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. I would never do that because that's actually terrible. Do you know what I mean? People doing that sort of stuff. But, there's a bit of a difference between people pretending they have cancer than... there was somebody else who did something really nasty as well, where they even things like domestic violence. There's a difference between pretending you got beaten up and then pretending that... your partner's beating you up or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Because there are, those types of things are not. And there was another person who pretended that they were going to, do something to themselves, and it was just like, there are some things that, as far as I'm concerned, are off limits. So I do know where the line is drawn mostly. But anyway, I want to get out of this house. No, it's just I've defended him against everyone calling him a liar out of care. I should have put the faff hashtag. Okay, I apologise for that. Normally, when I make fake videos, I put the faff hashtag. However, the first time I forgot. So, anyway, it is. To be honest with you, I didn't actually really think that many people would believe it. I mean, anyway, we're going to. I'm still gonna carry on the storyline. I've got a fake voice note I'm going to be posting later today of my alleged attacker. He's going to say something like, "Hey, Johnny lad, it's me. I just got bail from the jail. I know where you live, lad. I'm not finished with you. Wash yourself. Get the camera, lad." Anyway, I'm going to have this terrifying voice note. And it's going to be me. Oh, no. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared of the micro scouse. It's terrifying me. I love the fact his video, his most recent video, is a picture of him in economy class as well. Why would you flex that? You're on a plane. You're in one of those sort of smelly seats near the toilets, and you've got your feet. You know, to be honest, you shouldn't really put your feet up. That's actually quite rude. The other person doesn't look at your smelly feet. But, you know, economy class, do me a favour. I don't, you know, come on. It's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? Let's be honest. This is the guy who goes out there. He's changing lives. Did you see the donation he made to the Grab driver, the Uber driver? He gave him, how much do you think he gave him? He gave him £30. Wow, look at that. Generational wealth. How kind. Flexing £30 on the internet. Well done, you, sir. Congratulations. You have changed his life and future generations of his family by giving £30. Wow. And then you make a video with the sad music in the background saying, you know, that sort of emotional music. Hey, lad, how much do you earn a week? £30. Here you go. And then he gave an extra tip of £2. You can have some extra. He's a baller, an absolute baller. He is. He's dishing out those 30 quids left, right, and centre, isn't he? Anyway, I've got to go. It was more about the video than actually giving. Exactly. That's the embarrassing part about these. You know, you're not making these videos from a place of genuine kindness. You're doing it because you want people to give you, you know, attention on the internet. But, you know, the amount of money I give, the amount of I'm not saying this to flex, do you know what I mean? But the amount of direct debits, fucking cash I give to charity, I don't even, I actually feel uncomfortable doing it. There was that one time where I had a big gift on TikTok. Somebody sent me like a £250 gift. Anyway, that went to a children's orphanage, and I felt really awkward filming, you know, just being like, oh, here you go. So I'm not going to do that anymore. But the problem is, if you don't film, then people won't believe that you've actually given it away. So, you know, you can't win either way. But there is a guy called Josh someone. He goes, have you seen his videos? He goes into restaurants. Yeah, how much is this burger? That's $8. Can I have 1,000, please? And it's like, yeah, why did you need so many? Oh, it's for the homeless. Fuck off. What is wrong with that guy? I had to block him. I can't believe how annoying it is. And then these poor businesses, you know, small businesses end up feeling obligated to give them a load of free food that they can't afford to give away. And do you know what the worst bit about it is? These restaurants end up giving a load of free food, yeah? I guarantee if a homeless person walked into their restaurant off the street and they said, I'm really hungry, can I have a burger? Do you reckon they'd give it? They wouldn't. The restaurants are just as bad because they are using homeless people for their own clout. Do you know what I mean? Imagine that. They should test that out. They should actually have a homeless person with a secret camera go into one of these restaurants and ask for a free burger. And I guarantee it, those restaurants will say no. They'll say, get out, you're trespassing, leave me alone. But a man with a camera going in there, it's just unbearable. Anyway, is it true my missus has left me? She hasn't left me, no. We are just having a week apart. I'm sure everything is going to get resolved. But yeah, I haven't been kicked out either. Look where I am. I'm literally in Casa del Schlong now. My house. I know some people can't believe that. Anyway, I've got to go. Is that the built-in man? Is that him? Right, I've actually got to go because I need to go back to the other house. And I've got to come back here at 4 o'clock. I've got to go and get some food. She's left. I know there are lots of women out there who are desperately hoping, praying that I am single. But I hate to break it to you, I'm not. So, yeah. You know, I've got the amount of women sliding into my DMs at the moment is wild. My inbox is flooded. They all want a bit of Mr. Velvet's Johnson. That's it. Yeah, they messaged me. Oh, I heard this rumor that you're single. My name's Katie. I'm 25. Sorry, Cap. Can I show you? Can I just show you here? The sauna. Sorry, just
Sauna.
very quickly.
คุณ
Yeah.
คุณใหม่เขาเดี๋ยวคุณใหม่
Yeah.
หาช่างมาแล้วครับ
Yeah, I can pay, but do you want to have a look? A quick look? Bye, do.
ไป
Not yet, no.
เดี๋ยวเอาไปดูครับไปดูก่อนครับ
But just quickly. Yeah, if I just show you the sauna because, yeah, it's. I have the leak there as well. Yeah, leak coming down, but yeah, this is a big problem here. So I think you just need to. Do you know what I mean? Stick it back up and then.
เดี๋ยวชั่วคราว
You
เล
know
ย
what I mean? Yeah. But I have C1 4-day
โอเค
have to be fixed. I don't know if you can.
เดี๋ยวดู
And here as well the handle. Look. You see here?
อันเดอร์ครับ
Yeah, that needs to go back
กู
on. But yeah, if you can help, that would be much appreciated. That is the waterfall there. Okay. Yeah, I have a waterfall there, you can see. It's very peaceful. Okay. That's who I was waiting for. But yeah, if you can... Chue, thank you. That's another bill I'm going to have to pay. Anyway, I think I've got to go. I've got to call a grab. Fucking hell. I have a waterfall. No, I have a waterfall in there. It comes from the upstairs swimming pool, so I have 2 swimming pools, and that basically, yeah, when the filtration system is on, it's basically a pump, and that pumps the water to overflow from the upstairs. So that will go on. The waterfall sound will be, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours of the day. It's actually quite peaceful. Anyway, I've got to go. Hello, Dennis. I've got to go. I've got to go and get some food. And fucking sounds utter bliss. The problem is it makes you want to piss everywhere. That's the problem. Anyway, I've got to go. I got things to food. And fucking sounds utter bliss. The problem is it makes you want to piss everywhere. That's the problem. Anyway, I've got to go. I got things to do now. Food. And fucking sounds utter bliss. The problem is it makes you want to do now.